Okay, check, 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 check. How's that sound? Okay, there we go. So, me and my wife were planning on going out to the Charlie Kirk Memorial at uh, Cardinal Stadium, and it's already anytime there's anything going on out there, it's a freaking nightmare to get in there. There's only two exits off the freeway, and it's a damn nightmare. Let me get everything shared here. And okay, hang on here. Let me open a drink here. No, it's not a beer. It's good old Arizona green tea. Trying to be more healthy here. Man, I love green tea. So let me share what's going on here. Because this is turning out to be a shit show. A shit show, big time. This is from Terrence Williams. Look at that. They're already fencing stuff off right through a parking lot. And it's like they got all these barricades up. Now I know it's the highest, most utmost security that we could have there. I understand that. I truly do. I understand that, but you still got to understand. Say 50,000 people show up and they're two to a car. That's 25,000 cars. They're projecting upwards of 80, 90, maybe even 100,000 people showing up. The stadium only holds 63,000. They have the hockey rink arena rented out too. So figure if there's 90,000 people show up and every single one of them shows up two to a car, that's 45,000 cars. If it's 100,000, then that's 50,000 cars if there's two to a car. I'm guessing if 100,000 people show up, there's going to be 70,000 people trying to park there. Now, yes, they do have a lot of handicap parking. And trust me, if I see a vehicle parked in the handicapped that doesn't have a placard or a license plate on it, yeah, you bet my disabled ass is going to be calling a tow company. So don't be parking in a handicapped spot if you ain't handicapped. Meaning you ain't got the blue placard hanging from your mirror or a handicap plate. I'm handicapped. I have a handicap plate on my car. If you don't believe me, I just uploaded a YouTube short where I know my license plate was in it. It's nothing to brag about being disabled, but it really pisses me off when I see people that are just fucking lazy or entitled parking in disabled parking. Pisses me off. Now let's talk about even more. Here's a map, and you can see Cardinal Stadium right there in the middle. Now, over here on the very left side would be Loop 101. All the way over here, Loop. No, okay, you can see Loop 101 on here. So the normal exits to get off are this one and this one. Now, here where it says Tanger Outlets, this is all shopping. Now, you can see Desert Diamond Arena, that's rented out too. That's where the Arizona Coyotes, our piece of shit hockey team played. That's where a lot of concerts were set up. It's a really cool building for concerts. But how in the fuck are you supposed to get in there? Huh? Now, I've been to some big concerts here. Me and my wife and my whole family went and saw Metallica at Cardinal Stadium. And yes, I'm going to refer to the place as Cardinal Stadium. Nobody calls it State Farm Stadium here. If you land here in Phoenix and you tell your Uber driver, your Lyft driver, your cab driver, whatever, take me to State Farm Stadium, they're going to look at you like, where? Say Cardinal Stadium. Say the team that plays there, because they're always changing the fucking name of this stuff. You want to go to Chase Field to see the Diamondbacks play. Say Diamondbacks Field. Suns Arena, which is now, I think, called Footprint Arena. They always change the names of them and don't. Another thing that gets me all messed up. All of our freeways have names. Nobody that lives here calls it by the fucking stupid names. The Agua Fria Freeway, the Superstition, which is out here by where I live. Nobody calls it that. Even if they rename Loop 202 the Charlie Kirk, whatever, nobody's going to call it that. They're going to put signs up. Nobody's going to call it that. We call it I-17, I-10, the 51. It's not Interstate 51, it's the 51. Loop 101, Loop 202, Loop 303, the 60. That's what people call it. But I don't know how we're supposed to get in here. Seriously. We're going to have to park up here at Cabela's or, up here at Westgate and walk a mile. See, now I understand the president's going to be there. The vice president's going to be there. It's under the utmost security, for all of this. We've already had a man that was taken into custody that was a fake cop. He had a gun and a knife on him and a fake badge and stuff. The left is supposed to be there protesting. Well, I want to know, how the fuck is the left going to get in there? Where the fuck is the left gonna go? Because I'm sitting here trying to figure out how the fuck me and my wife are going to try to get in there. And if you want to see all this shit show tomorrow, go over to my TikTok, Broken Patriot, the same icon as on my YouTube channel. Because I'll be live streaming it there. Why am I live streaming on TikTok and not YouTube? Because it's fucking easier. I'm trying to get people to cross-platform, which I don't understand why people don't do that. People are stuck with, I only do Facebook. I only do X. I only do Instagram. I only do TikTok. Or TikTok is a Chinese app. Yeah, if you believe TikTok's a Chinese app, you drank the Kool-Aid that the federal government handed you. Yes, I said that. I'll say it again. You drank the fucking Kool-Aid that the federal government handed to you. Like, oh my God, they're stealing our data. Every piece of electronic that you own that's connected to the internet, every single social media you go on is stealing your data. I just watched a video of a guy's washing machine that used 3 gigabyte of data in 1 month. A washing machine. Data is money, everybody. And companies are figuring out how to get every single nickel and dime they freaking can. And I'm going to tell everybody right now that's wanting to come there and cause trouble. You will be fucking arrested. And you will spend time in jail and probably have a terrorism charge. Now I know people are all like, hi, Olivia. I know people are all like, we got the right to protest. And you've also got the right to remain silent because anything you say or do can be used against you. Like all the people, I think the number's close to 2,000 now, from what I've seen, of people that have lost their fucking jobs because they're running their fucking cocksucker on social media about Charlie Kirk's death. You guys got to realize that Charlie Kirk's death set a movement off, set a turning point, if you want to call it that, for this country, for this world. I've seen memorials, South Korea, Japan. I saw one in Russia, Italy, all over Europe, all over the US. Saw one in Canada, one in Mexico. The message of love and of praising God is spreading far and wide. And I love the fact that, I just posted a video to TikTok, and I said in there that the Democrats have lost 2.1 million voters and the Republicans gained 2.4 million. And of course, first comment was, where'd you get that bullshit info from? That must be from Fox News or OAN. So I sent him the link to the CNN segment where they came out and said it. And that person was like, holy shit, seriously? And I'm like, yeah. It's because the Democrats have two sides. You got the normal ones, the mom and pops that have voted Democrat for 30 years. And then you got the AOCs and all the, whoever that black girl is from Texas that shouldn't even be in Congress right now, and Ilhan Omar and Nancy Pelosi and all the fucking extremists. Those people, the far, far, far left extremists, the liberals, the ones with the septum piercing and the colored hair, are making the normal Democrats, because I've seen hundreds of videos of people that have said, hey, I voted Democrat the last time. I voted for Kamala Harris. I will never vote Democrat again. They went and registered Republican after they saw what happened to Charlie Kirk and all the laughing and stuff. You Democrats are losing. You will never, ever be president again. I'm betting by the time all this is said and done, there won't even be a Democrat party. There will probably be two parties. You will have the Conservative Party, and then you'll have the fucking rhinos. Because there's always rhinos. And I've been asked, how do we stop rhinos? then stop fucking voting for him. But oh, how do we do that, Broken? Well, let's see. You got to start having faith in people that ain't 80 fucking years old. I've been saying that since I started my YouTube up in 2018. We got to start having faith in people that ain't 80 fucking years old. The grand old party, the GOP, needs to be the grand not so old anymore party. Or how about the instead of it being the GOP, maybe we call it the Gen X party. I've even been saying that, I'd like to see Vice President Vance and Pete Hegseth be on the ticket for president and vice president in 2028. And I've gotten a stupid amount of backlash for that. I remember one of the comments, well, J.D. Vance isn't experienced enough to run the country. And I'm like, do you think Donald Trump was experienced enough when he ran for president the first time? He had never served in fucking office. But that's what these people do. They're like, oh, this person's been there for 50 years. Let's keep him in office. But God dang it, he didn't vote the way that I wanted him to vote. Well, you voted for him. Well, there was nobody else running. Then fucking run. Run for office. Oh, nobody will vote for me. Yeah, nobody will vote for you sitting on your ass behind a fucking computer screen. Get up, get out, get loud. Get your fucking voice out there like Charlie Kirk. Oh, that's right. Everybody's scared of what happened to Charlie Kirk happening to them. To that I say, don't be a fucking pussy. I've already had conversations with my wife and my family about this. I will never be silent. If what happens to Charlie Kirk happens to me, then you know what? As soon as I get to heaven, I'm going to give Charlie Kirk a high five and a big ass hug. And then I'm going to walk up to Hulk Hogan and be like, hell yeah, brother. But we can't be scared. I mean, the video that I put up like 3 years ago of me putting my YouTube channel name on the back of my car, people were all like, oh my God, Broken, your car is going to get all fucked with. No. My prior car, my Buick Regal, got fucked with because of one word. Trump. That's why my car got fucked with. My Toyota CHR that says the word Patriot on it has never been fucked with. I've had people follow me into parking lots, follow me off the interstate when we're traveling across the country at 3 o'clock in the morning. Say, hey, me and my wife are just following you, and we looked your channel up, and I just want to shake your hand and tell you we both subscribed. You got to advertise your YouTube for it to grow. Now, let's talk about YouTube and growing. $7,784. Let's go to the analytics. Look at that. This is for the last 28 days as of this morning. This is updated at like 1 in the morning, about 1:30. 310,700 views. 1.3 thousand watch time hours. But look at the subscribers. 242 in the last 28 days. Advertise. And yes, I have all this out here where I wasn't really posting and wasn't really doing everything. But when I kicked it into high fucking gear and started posting YouTube shorts, which everybody hates. Oh my God, Broken, I hate vertical form content. I don't even know if this is sharing. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I'm over here just blah, 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 rambling and stuff. See, I wish. Okay, StreamYard, listen to me. Listen, StreamYard, listen. I'm sharing what's on the screen in front of me, meaning that I shouldn't have to pop out and go back in and do all this stuff. Whatever's on my fucking screen should be shared live. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, everyone. This is my YouTube studio, which some people are like, oh my God, you're doxing yourself. People, did Charlie Kirk live in fear? Does our president live in fear? Does our amazing vice president live in fear? Does our secretary of war, the most baddest person I've ever met, live in fear? Does Tom Homan, our border czar, live in fear? No, I don't live in fear. That's why I don't know how many times me and my wife have started a video showing our apartment. I'd like to meet someone that thinks they're bad enough to come here. Yeah, come here and wake my wife up after she's worked a 16-hour double shift and just got to bed. I'll be sure to video it. I'll send you a clip of you getting your ass beat by a 5'11", 300-pound black woman that's just mopping the fucking floor with your ass. And all you're going to hear is me in the background laughing. So let's go back to the analytics. 310,700 views. 1.6K watch hours. That's in 28 days. 243 new subscribers because I've been kicking it into high gear. Your hard work paid off. Publishing more helped your channel get 997% more views than usual. Now let's go to the content. Let's go to YouTube Shorts, what everybody hates, because for whatever reason, people don't like vertical content. Even though TikTok is the biggest social media app anywhere. Why? Because TikTok is easy to fucking use. You know how hard it is for me to go live on YouTube on my cell phone? I still haven't figured it out right. But it takes about 15 seconds to do it on TikTok. And then I'm fucking live. Until YouTube gets way easier to use for mobile, where people don't have to use an app like StreamYard or any of the other ones. I can't think of that other one that people use. When the native live app on YouTube gets a super easy to use go live feature, YouTube isn't going to hang with the young crowd. Now, why am I saying young crowd? Every time I'm out doing a video, and like the video that I shot at the opening of our newest Goodwill store, walked up there and they could tell I was shooting a video. They asked me if I was shooting it for TikTok. Used to be, are you shooting it for YouTube? Are you a YouTuber? Now it's, are you shooting it for TikTok? Which is why I got two phones. And as soon as I ordered the fancy little spreader bar to where I can put both my phones and both my phone mounts on one tripod, then I'll shoot both for TikTok and YouTube. I was out of my car trying to figure out how to do a vertical phone mount in my car. I've got the horizontal one that you guys have all seen, the driving and talking videos, the horizontal mounts in there. But I was trying to figure out how to do a vertical mount. But yeah, these are the, so let's look at this one. 44,836 views. 30,000. Short form content is where it's at, everybody. And I know that people hate that. People hate the whole vertical content. Look, I filmed that video that's right here. Video of me saying, hey, I just got my car all cleaned up, ready for tomorrow. 134 views, 2 comments on a stupid little, probably minute-long video. But now, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's so easy now to tell the good and evil apart. Now let's go to my TikTok. That same video on TikTok is at 500 views. Okay, let's go back to. Okay, hang on here. Let me pull up Google Maps. State Farm Stadium. Let's do directions. Let me pull this up here so you can see it. God, I hate having to do this. $40 miles away from where I live, way over here. Yeah, everybody, I live way over here. If you want to see something cool, this is a trailer park. I think it's pretty cool how it's all spiderweb shaped. Okay, so let's go all the way. And this road here gonna be closed tomorrow. Westbound US 60 closed from well, most of it's going to be closed. I'm not going to sit there and try to figure out everything. But let's go up here to the stadium. And this is all going to be a parking lot. From right here, I-10 in about, what is that, 79th Avenue? All the way up Loop 101 is going to be a fucking parking lot tomorrow. Because this is how it's saying to get in. This is State Farm Stadium. This is all parking lot. I was hoping to come in here and get to park in one of these nice handicap spots. Because you can see There's a bunch of van accessible, and what I mean by van accessible, because I bet people ask me, what's van accessible? Why is there yellow paint? Well, let's take a look down here at this end spot. This one, normal handicap spot. That's the spot I would park in. And I would try to park as close to the left side of it as I could without looking like I was a moron. Why? Because this spot right here, the one next to it, the one where the yellow painted up area would be on the right side of the van, the passenger side. That's so a van can put their wheelchair access down. I never park in a van accessible spot. And you can see they got a whole lot of spots here. Whole lot of spots. And they've also got a whole lot more spots. I thought I was going to have it easy because I can't walk very damn far. But I'm betting tomorrow I'm going to have to park all the way up here at the Bass Pro Shops and walk all the way down. Because even though they got all this parking, remember, half of this is going to be blocked off. Because we got to be secure. Yes, I understand that. I 100% understand the need for it to be at the utmost security. I understand that. But you're putting on a event that is probably going to have 100,000 people showing up. The potential to have 50, 60, 70,000 cars show up. Where the fuck are we supposed to park? Because I guarantee, say we park up here in the Hometown Suites parking lot, or over here at the Hampton Inn parking lot. The chances of your car being there when you get done are zero. It's going to be towed. And this Desert Diamond Arena. Oh, I just remembered something. Yeah, the Desert Diamond Arena, aka the hockey rink, is gonna be like an overflow. They're gonna bring in like big screens and stuff and everything. I hope I don't go in here. But let me check something out here. Well, I just remembered something. Yeah, I thought I remembered right. That's a parking garage. And like I have said numerous times, let me close out of this, close out of this. Okay, let me bring something else up here. You guys want to watch all the chaos going on tomorrow. Here, go into Google, type in Box 10 Phoenix webcams. You can see it right up there at the top. box10phoenix.com/webcams. And you can see a live webcam view of the stadium. Yeah, I'm praying that nothing pops off too. Yes. She's going to try to take off work like an hour early to get home, to take off her scrubs and put her nice, beautiful American flag dress on that she spilled mustard on, and I tried to clean it twice with stuff that she was worried about it taking the color of the dress out, because it's basically cleaner to clean the grease off a car engine, and it didn't touch it. So if you know how to get mustard stains out of fabric that's already set in, let me know, because it's a beautiful American flag dress. And yes, I will be doing as much video as I can tomorrow. It will probably be Charlie Kirk Memorial Part 1, and then Charlie Kirk Memorial Part 2, Charlie Kirk Memorial Part 3, because I've got 2 phones that I can put about 75 gigabyte of video on. I tested one phone out last night, the phone that I use in my car for that camera view all the time. I already tried that, dear. I ran water through my coffee maker, then put Dawn Platinum dish soap on it, and it just laughed at me. It's not very noticeable, but I've got OCD and I noticed it, because it's the favorite dress of mine that she has. But yeah, this is again, this is Box 10 Phoenix /webcams. And you can look at all the stuff. Beautiful Sedona, Arizona. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, let's go up to Flagstaff. Beautiful downtown Flagstaff. 7,000 foot elevation. And it's nice to see that they got the flag flying at half staff, or I think the flag needs help. Yeah, this is downtown Flagstaff. I can't go there because 7,000 foot elevation, and I could do about 2.5 hours there, and then I start running out of oxygen. Yeah, they're getting everything set up for the. Yeah, I know. I want to get a portable oxygen concentrator, because I want to go up there and film videos. And of course, everybody's like, you should stop smoking. You should stop smoking. Trust me, I know. I've got 3 doctors now telling me to stop smoking. Yes, I've got 3 doctors. Got my primary care doctor, my cardiologist, and a foot doctor. He said my feet are pretty damn good, considering for 20 years they lived in steel-toed boots, and they've been frostbitten I don't know how many times. Because I worked outside in Northeast Missouri in the winter in steel-toed boots. No matter, I would even put a layer of regular socks on under wool socks to try to keep my toes warm. And when it's zero, no. Look, I guarantee that it's a police chopper. They've even had to reroute Sky Harbor traffic. Sky Harbor is the international airport here. Basically, I think for 10 miles around the stadium is a no-fly zone. They already came out and said, if you try to fly a drone here, you're not getting your drone back. Your drone will be taken, meaning that they will probably shoot it down. And, people have asked me, what about overnight camping? The stadium is private property. Everything around the stadium is private property. All those parking lots are private property. And it's first come, first served. Even though my wife and I have tickets. My whole thing is the way I would run it. If you didn't have the forethought, the brains to click on the thing, click get tickets, which are free, download the tickets and print them out like we did, then you don't deserve to get in. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have the energy to post the videos after I get home, so the videos will probably be Monday. Because that's going to be a whole, because I'm guessing we're going to leave here at about, I'm hoping 6:45 in the morning. Hour drive there. I'm hoping that we're in the door before it starts. I'm hoping. Now, I've been to 2 Trump rallies. And I know how Trump rallies are here in Arizona. Yes, Arizona has a horrible, horrible Democrat governor. Katie Hobbs is a piece of shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your comment. I'm gonna try whatever I can to get that stain out, but unfortunately, I think that it had been through the dryer. Because if my wife doesn't put something on and have me look at her, she ain't seeing anything from boob level down. Because she got massive boobs. And I'm not talking just double D, I'm talking like bigger. $80 bras at a specialty store. But, I'm betting we won't be back home till 5 p.m. Bare minimum. My daughter was like, well, since you're going to be over here on the west side, why don't you stop by? And I'm like, dear, I'm going to be so fucking tired and so stressed out dealing with this. Now let's talk rules for this event. Let's go back here to good old Facebook. Good old, I'm old and I'm on Facebook. Oh, that's something that's crazy. How John Fetterman seems to be the only Democrat with two working brain cells. The guy that had a stroke that refuses to wear a suit. Where is it here? Yes, I've been sharing. Look at that armed man detained at Charlie Kirk Memorial Site ahead of Sunday's event. This is what they're putting up on the side of the stadium. My wife shared this to me. I think this is fucking cool. I'd love to live right across the street from a quick trip if it was in a nice area. If it was in a nice area, oh, 100%. Why? Roller dogs, baby. All I'd have to do is walk out the front door, walk across the street, walk into the quick trip, make me a chili cheese roller dog, walk home. I had shared it here somewhere. Oh my gosh. It's here somewhere. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. The rules for this event: bags of any kind. Now, I posted this to my TikTok, and you can see the comments here. First comment being, I don't understand why they won't allow clear bags and why they won't allow flowers. They're not allowing anything in. Anything. Anything. And it's like strollers. No strollers. You shouldn't take your crotch goblin here. Now, if my daughter and her boyfriend wanted to go and they wanted to take my two granddaughters, I would tell them over my dead body. Because if something pops off. See, that's how we have to live now. In case something pops off. Now, when you're a parent and you've got your children with you, you're not thinking about your safety. You're thinking about your children's safety. Your children are freaking the fuck out. And I wouldn't want to put kids through all of this. And as a matter of fact, I don't want to hear screaming kids. Now, see, I was raised in a generation, I'm 50 years old. I was raised in a generation where children are to be seen and not heard. I don't want to hear your kid screaming and complaining because they can't play their favorite video game on your phone because the cell service is going to absolutely suck at this event. I've already told people that are all like, I'm going to go live there. And I'm like, really? You do realize that there's only one cell phone tower that serves that whole area. And you're going to dump 100,000 more people onto that single cell phone tower? Yeah, you're not going to be able to even scroll social media. It's going to be that horrible. I've been out there for concerts and games and stuff. You can't even scroll Facebook. The service, because there isn't, 15 cell phone towers out there. But yet, that's another gripe that people don't understand. You can't have cell phone service without cell phone towers. You got to have cell phone towers, those big ugly towers that everybody's saying is rotting everybody's brain. You got to have those for cell phones to work. But yeah, but so many people are all like, here's another one. Stay hydrated. You're only allowed one 16-ounce bottle of water to be brought in. One. And I guarantee, because I've been to many concerts here, I bet me and my wife have been to 50 fucking concerts here. And people still bitch every single time when they try to take a bottle of water into a concert that's already been opened. Meaning that tomorrow, me and my wife are going to have a bottle of water each that's unopened. And we're going to have a bottle of water that's already been opened that we're sipping on as we're getting there. Because from the concerts I've been to, they will open your bottle of water and take the cap off. Why will they take the cap off? Because a sealed water bottle, with the cap closed on it, is a weapon. Yes, I've been to concerts where somebody has launched a full water bottle with a cap tightened on it at the fucking stage. 16-ounce water bottle. 16 ounces is a pound. You've got a pound projectile flying at you. Well, it's kind of hard for a water bottle to fly when it doesn't have a fucking cap. No bags allowed. Parking will be extremely limited. Yeah, they want everybody to carpool, ride share, everything. I talked to a couple of friends of mine that do ride share, Lyft and Uber. They said that if they have to go out there, that they're not going out there because it's not worth their time and money. Now I got another friend that drives cab. And he was like, hell yeah, if you want me to take you there, yeah, I will. Because it's going to be about $100. Because as soon as you sit your ass down in the backseat of a taxi cab, that little lever goes down and the fare starts running. And every minute that you sit your ass in the back of a taxi cab, I used to be a taxi cab driver, it's click, 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 the fare keeps going up. Now for rideshare, it's on how, the distance there. So no smart Uber or Lyft driver is going to be even anywhere near this event. And for whatever reason, people don't like carpooling. Yeah, see, entrance will be denied to attendees carrying bags. And everybody's like, what about a clear bag? That's a fucking bag, idiot. But it's clear. It says right on here. No bags allowed. I just don't get it. You know what also won't be allowed in there? Because the last Trump rally I went to out here in Mesa, cigarette lighter. Your cigarette lighter is not allowed in. And there were people bitching. My God, you mean I gotta throw my lighter in the trash? Yeah. Because it said right on the Rules for the Trump rally: no lighters allowed. Now, because I'm not one to be too proud to dig through a trash can. As soon as we got out of there, me and the woman that drove me there, she was a smoker too. We made a beeline to that trash can. And people were looking at us like, oh my God, you're digging through the trash. I filled both my pockets with Bic lighters. I only grabbed the Bic lighters out. I didn't grab these cheap ones. I grabbed the Bic lighters out, the ones that are $2 each. I didn't have to buy a Bic lighter for 3 years. 3 years I didn't have to buy a Bic lighter. And she filled her hat full of lighters because she was grabbing these cheap ones out too. And people were just looking at us like, oh my God, look at these bums. So let's see what these comments say. See, here's another one. When you say bags, does that include clear bags, purses, like football game? Yes. I'm even worried about taking my microphone in. I'd love to take this because this is an excellent Rode microphone, but I'm not. Why? Because if I have to throw this in the trash, I'm going to fucking cry and my wife's going to kill me. It's a $100 microphone. This is staying home. So all the audio will be on my wireless mic. So I apologize now if the audio isn't absolutely perfect. Look at all these people. Can we tailgate? Can we do this? Would you tailgate at a fucking funeral? This is a fucking funeral. How would you feel if your dad was assassinated and me and my buddy showed up and we broke out a barbecue grill, tailgating? See, that's why stuff at a football stadium, people think, oh, it's a football stadium. We could do everything that we do at a football game there. No. But just so many people are just so stupid. How about a guitar cake? Man. You guys do realize what you post, comment on social media is forever. It's forever. Why do you think all these people are losing their fucking job? And then making videos like, oh my God, I lost my job. Or they're all like, well, I've got 2 job interviews lined up. And then an hour later, they're all like, well, both those places I had interviews lined up at called me back and say, don't waste your time. We saw your video. And then they're all like, but this is a violation of my free speech. Free speech does not include your workplace. It does not. And free speech only really is out in public. And only if you're big enough to back up what you're putting out. You walk up to me and my wife and you call me the N-word lover because I married a black woman. you're going to have a broken fucking nose. Yes, I'll probably spend the night in jail. I'll gladly spend the night in jail. But you will have a broken fucking nose. Period. But that's your free speech. Oh, look at what this Aubrey person. What time are cars allowed to start lining up for parking? You can line up right fucking now. I guarantee you. Over there somewhere. Here, probably as soon as the sun goes down, there'll be cars lining up. Because that's how big this event is going to be. This is going to make a Trump rally look like nothing. See, parking opens at 7. I guarantee you, we go back to that webcam view. You're going to see cars 5 a.m. 5 a.m. lined up, ready to go. Because that's how big this is. When have you ever seen an event that's taken up 2 stadiums? They have the floor rolled out, the playing field rolled out for this event. Yes, the playing field rolls out. It's real grass. It's in like a giant cookie sheet. It rolls out. There's going to be seating on the floor. This is just like a fucking concert. And it's going to be packed. And there's going to be people bitching because not every seat in a stadium is like the optimum seat. There's some of them that you're going to be like having to look sideways. And then, you're going to have Larry, Moe, and Jack down there leaning out. Yeah, trust me. I've been to these places. God damn it. Where did it go? Right there it is. But yeah. I'll be there at 6 a.m. waiting for the gates to open. And then people are going to try to run in there. And I hope the people that go running in there, I hope they get detained. Because if I was a cop working security at probably the biggest event that has ever fucking happened, I see you running, I'm going to stop you. Question you, make you show me your ID. And that's another thing, everybody. Make sure you're taking your ID with you. Now, I said that in somebody else's live stream last night. And this girl was like, well, it says no bags, so I'm assuming that means purses. So how am I going to take my ID? Do you need to take a whole fucking bag to take a little piece of plastic? No. And she was all like, well, what if I get all hot and sweaty and stuff and need to touch my makeup up? And I was like, bitch, it's not about you. It's about Charlie Kirk. That's it. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to piss everybody off. I'm going full screen for this. I'm saying this right now. President Trump, if you make this memorial for Charlie Kirk all about you, then I will make every single one of my videos after this nitpicking every fucking thing that you do. This is a memorial service for Charlie Kirk. I had better not hear fucking YMCA played or anything. This is for Charlie Kirk. But I know Trump. I know how he is. Man, I've live streamed like 90 of his rallies. The dude's ego is bigger than the stadium that this memorial service is going to be held at. He won't be able to be out there, have a microphone in front of him, and not eventually make it about him. Watch, because I'm going to video all of it. Absolutely all of it. And on that note, everybody, peace out.